This sport is called Olympic and not amateur wrestling, to avoid any connotation of an apprenticeship for the professional game. Olympic wrestling is a serious sport, formal, structured, and precise. This is wrestling's center of excellence. These young men have trained at club level for at least 3 years and have achieved distinction in competition. The centre will now groom them to represent Great Britain in their chosen sport, Olympic wrestling. These athletes travel to Salford each week from all over the country for training sessions at the new Academy of Wrestling, the first purpose-built headquarters owned and organised by an Olympic sport in this country. Each training session concentrates on the development of just one hold or move. Far from the grunt and groan image of the professional ring, Olympic wrestling is a highly formal sport in which skill and speed of thought can outweigh physical strength. The stress is on good technique. It is far more important to operate a few moves perfectly than many poorly.
Another thing, keep that head in there. Once you've got it, keep that head in there. Sun will come in.
Coaches at this session include Brian Aspen and Fitz Lloyd Walker. Both men have been British champions since 1980.
The head's staying all the time. You've not so like for any movements in there. When you get it, everything has got to be tight.
Brian Aspen is a roofer by profession. He's also been our most successful wrestler of this decade. Pressure of work and family made him decide to quit at the age of 27. He will now concentrate on coaching. Fittingly, his last fight against junior world champion Ravinder Singh marks the official opening of the Olympic Wrestling Academy. He's on the same bill as a number of the wrestlers he currently trains. The Centre of Excellence is clearly paying off. Teenagers Darren Wood and Duncan Burns have already established strong reputations. At 15, Darren is British and European junior champion and second in the world. At 19, Duncan is British senior champion and a Commonwealth silver medalist. Darren Wood wrestles in red, Duncan Burns in blue. Wrestling bouts consist of 2 3-minute rounds with timeouts for injury. They can be cut short and victory awarded for a fall. In international competition, 90% of matches run full length and are won on points. Between 1 and 4 points are awarded for precise, specified moves.
A one-point situation is where a wrestler brings his opponent to the ground and takes control.
Duncan scores 2 more points by turning Darren Wood. The referee indicates with thumb and forefinger.
A 2-point situation is where the wrestler is taken across his back in danger of a fall. He will get 2 points.
This throw scores 3 points for Darren.
Where a wrestler is taken from the standing position with his back towards the mat, he will be given 3 points.
Duncan retaliates with this 4-point throw.
And where the wrestler is taken in a high throw with his back facing towards the mat, he will be given 4 points.
If you let people know what it's about and the rules and things like that, then it's not difficult. It's not a difficult sport to figure out.
Noel Loban is a Commonwealth gold medalist and an Olympic bronze medalist. With his skill and at his weight, 100 kilos, he finds little competition in this country. He's currently in Germany, where the televised wrestling league is a very popular sport.
I think if it has exposure on television, that will increase people's knowledge and their understanding of the sport.
Great arm drag, double leg attack, and a tongue, but nothing scored. Great miscounted.
The quality of our young wrestlers is very high, especially in the Manchester area. Lack of opposition shouldn't be a problem for them. But as Noel is quick to point out, the difficulty is not just attracting competitors, but also keeping them.
There's a lot of sweating wrestling and a lot of hard work, a lot of training, like in many sports. But I think in a lot of other sports, you can get, like in tennis, there's the money's real good. You can make a living off that. In wrestling, you can't.
But no one competes for financial gain. Olympic wrestling is a true amateur sport. For our top young athletes, training facilities are now excellent. At the new Wrestling Academy, there's a real opportunity to build on recent British achievements and a real promise of more Olympic medals and future international success.
Comes him over for a pin, nearly a pin, scoring 2 points. 1 point there yet.
Noel wins by a fall. There is no count. Both shoulders are held to the mat for 1 second. This is the ultimate goal in wrestling.